You know, it's actually the most exciting course in the world. We start with the legal aspects of phlebotomy, and our space is limited.
Dr. Decree, it's so nice to be here with you tonight. We just want to talk about your course on phlebotomy. So tell us a little bit about phlebotomy. What exactly is it?
Phlebotomy is a very interesting subject. You know, it's actually the most exciting course in the world. And it involves blood collection. Blood collection using venipuncture techniques, blood collection using arterial puncture techniques, and blood collection using capillary puncture techniques. But mainly right here at our center, we are concentrating on venipuncture techniques.
So what is venipuncture?
Venipuncture involves puncturing or cutting through the vein. And that's really what we do. We puncture the vein, and when you go and do a blood test, the lab technician or the phlebotomist would puncture the vein and would get blood into the tube. It's that simple. Yes.
That's very interesting. So tell me, what are the benefits of studying phlebotomy? What's in it for me?
A lot. You'll get a lot out of it. The first thing is you will get prestige after the course because you can put a qualification after your name. So example, you could put John Brown, PBT, means you're a phlebotomy technician, and you can use that after your name. The second benefit, you get satisfaction, knowing that you understand things that doctors and lab technicians understand. And the third thing is at the end of it, you can get certified. So when you finish, you get a certificate of our center, but you also can go on and sit for international certification with the American Society of Clinical Pathologists. And lastly, you can get employment. If you're a fine graduate, means that you do well, you did well in our course, we could employ you at the center here, or we can employ you at one of the centers overseas. And lastly, you can also apply to any private labs here, or the government, or any hospital institutions. Yes.
So that's a lot of job opportunities out of that course. So what does the course entail? What does the theory and the practical entail?
The theory basically covers very important subjects, and we would start with what is phlebotomy and what is the job scope of phlebotomy. But mainly we start with the legal aspects of phlebotomy, because phlebotomies are very important because they have to label those specimens that they collect. And a lot of mistakes can happen, so we cover legal aspects like the law of tort. We cover assault and battery. We cover negligence and malpractice, the Good Samaritan law, and the Patient Bill of Rights. And then we go on to cover medical terminology, general medical terminology, hospital medical terminology, and specific phlebotomy terminology. Then we move on to talk about the components of blood and the circulatory system and the heart. And we cover the skeletal system and the anatomy and physiology of the body, along with safety in the workplace. Quite a lot of topics that we cover, yes. And the practical entails knowing how to draw the blood. So you actually, when you're doing the course, have to draw blood. So we teach you how to draw blood from the elbow, which is called the antecubital fossa, and the back of the hand, which is called the dorsum of the hand, and also the ankle of the feet. And at the end of it, you become excellent at it. Hands down, the best.
Wow, I think I'm very much interested in this course. How do I register?
You should register easy. Come to our center, Phlebotomy Learning Center, right on 10 Pena Street next to Mampa Employment Agency, or opposite Wings of Love. And you come to the center, register, put a down payment down, and we're accepting people up to next week Friday. And our space is limited.